on the end of this, besides the trustee, is none of your business. And it's not.
Or you could send it redacted.
You could redact
The
it,
way
but
that
I
they
just send
do
it
with the
blank.
government, the black marks through the names. And
You could.
everything, you know.
Yeah, it's easier to send them a
And
blank
they bulk
one.
it blank is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Make it more
Send it
efficient.
redacted. And then that way it looks like it's a real contract, but you just
Yeah.
have to protect everybody on it.
Right.
And they're not gonna reject it for being blank.
No, I've never had any problems. I mean, once I give them the blank copy and ask them the qualifying questions of, did you just start real estate? Could I have somebody that hasn't been in real estate for a week and they're like, I've been doing this for 25 years and you haven't heard of a land trust? Are you kidding me? Can I talk to your broker?
As long as, yeah, I think the biggest thing is make sure you just sign it as trustee.
I'm an a-hole, okay, in the realtor's office. I'm that guy that they don't want to do business with. I'm like Donald Trump. I don't play games. It's business. Now you're costing me money. Can I speak to somebody that knows what the hell they're doing? Because obviously you just got out of school. Care? I'm a honey badger. So, when you know how to structure your deals properly, you can use this technique. So always make money on your deals, because if you buy in a land trust or if you use the honey badger method, you win. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. So let's do a little Q&A time, and then we'll take a little break. Because he keeps filling up this bottle over here, and I really gotta pee.
It actually looks like that.
It looks like it. Just kidding.
I walked in my doctor's office with this with diabetes.
Hope the samples don't come in the same bottle. It's a little tart, eh? So what I want to do is I want to spend a little time with you guys and ask some questions, or have you guys ask questions. On the honey badger, does everybody understand how that works? Okay, do you have any questions on the honey badger?
So, honey badger fundamentally means you're asking questions that may be uncomfortable for them, but you don't care. You're just asking because that's what works for you. And
Yes.
you're just going to work your program because you're not making money when you work your program. You make
Correct.
money when you work your program.
You guys hear that? Hey Duncan, we're gonna have to bring him with us. No, that's absolutely great. I work my deals. Okay, I used to drag race. I don't know if I told you that earlier. I used to drag race, and when you drag race in the type of racing that I do, it's not heads-up racing. It's timed. So I tell them how fast I'm gonna go, time-wise, to get from here to there. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's really hard to understand, but I'll make it real easy. If I go faster than that time, it's called a breakout, I lose. If I go exactly to the thousandths of a second, the exact same speed that I tell them, I win, as long as I get there before the other guy does. Okay? So when you are drag racing, it doesn't matter who's in that lane over there. You have to race your race every single time. And the guys that win and win and win don't even look at that guy over there. Doesn't matter. Or over there. It depends on which lane choice you get. Okay? So if you go out there, and I learned this a long time from a very professional drag racer. I used to professionally drag race. And I went out there and I raced my race every single time. And I did very well until I put the car on its roof. At 180 miles an hour on the other end of the track. But I could have kept going, but I have this innate fear of going on the roof at 180 miles an hour now. So I stopped. I just do it on the highway now. So, in my Prius. So the point is when you put in an offer, I don't give, that's why I say the honey badger, because if you watch the video, the guy keeps going, oh, the honey badger just doesn't give a shit. Right? And that's the whole point, is I don't care what you want me to fill out on the contract. If it's not what I want to do, like I tell a judge, if the judge was going to tell me to do something that he has no right to, I tell him to compel me. I don't have any reason to do it. And a judge can't compel me. Why the hell is some realtor going to compel me to do something that I don't want to do? This is my money. It's my offer. Hey, if you want to do it your way, let's put your money up on it. I'll still buy it, but let's use your terms and money. And, yes, a lot of them hang up on me and call me an idiot or call me an asshole or whatever they want to call me. right? But that's okay, because I just go to the next guy on the list. Until I get one that says, like a buddy of mine in Long Beach, he goes, I don't care, whatever you want to put in for an offer, I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me, you know. But he's no longer in Long Beach now. Don't know where he went.
You worried about them?
No. Well, and you will burn out realtors. You will burn them out. They'll be like, hey, look, I put in 300 offers and you didn't get one. It's the 301st one that you would have got, and he quit. That's the way I look at it. I bought 25 houses from this one woman, and every time I would give her my numbers, she'd go ballistic. She was about this tall, and she became a 6'4" sailor on leave, right? And I caught the brunt of all of that. So what happened is on the last one, I looked at her and I said, when the hell are you going to get it? When are you going to get it? And she says, when am I going to get what? And I says, when are you going to get that? How many houses have I bought from you? She says 20-something. And I says, when are you going to get it? And it's so obvious that they don't see it. Okay? And you know, you can tell me how you can't do that, that's fine. Give me somebody else in your office that can. Because if you don't want to make money, you know, I've been doing this for 22 years. I made $30 million. Okay? Buying, selling real estate. Okay? Ask my ex-wife. I gave it all to her.
Lucky girl.
Yeah, I told her to pound sand and choke on it. Something like that. It was a little more expletive
She
than
probably
that.
giggled all the way after.
Yeah, it's gone.
Or something.
It's gone. It's life. She looks like Billie Jean King now. Yeah, she didn't before, but you know, makes her look like Billie Jean King. So, you guys understand this honey badger, how it works. I don't care what the realtor wants. If they don't want to do business with me, I don't want to force them. Next. Right? Kind of like wives. If they don't agree with what I want to do, next. No, I'm just kidding. Right? So, and then with the land trust, the most difficult thing is getting it past the I call him the gate dog. You know, the one that says, oh, you can't do that. You know, well, why not? Well, the bank's not going to accept this land trust thing. I've heard them call it that. What the hell is a land trust? I'm like, what do you say to them? How long have you been in real estate? And you got to, Lassie, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so do you have any questions on that? Land trust. You guys got it. How about the rehab this morning, everybody? Who was not here for the rehab this morning? Okay, rehab is for quitters. You know what rehab is, right? When you rehab a house, you want to cookie cutter it. You don't want to make it difficult. You want to do the same things over and over again. You want to do as little of the work as possible. You don't want to go swing hammers yourself. You want to delegate it to people that do the work for you. When you start swinging a hammer or painting a house or changing out the electrical yourself, you've lost. Okay? Now, you have to hire contractors that are what?
Honest.
Respectable. Okay? It's hard to find them, aren't they? Okay? Where's the best place that you can find a legitimate contractor that knows how to do rehabs and has several people that can account for him?
That's your real though. Other rehabs.
Right here, electrician.
Your electrician, but the best thing is the national RIA. When you go to the national RIA meeting, which one is it in LA?
There's South Bay and LA Reno.
Yeah, and you got San Diego, Bill Tam's organization. Is there anybody in there that has flipped a house? Of course there is. Have they ever used a contractor? Of course they have. Find those people and get recommendations on contractors. Never, ever pay the contractor up front.
You can 10% deposit at the beginning, and then by California state law, that's all you're supposed to. All they can require.
Right.
The job is complete.
Most of the fraud that I've seen lately is from contractors taking the money and then disappearing, or doing really shoddy work. So you want to always keep that contractor what?
Hungry.
Hungry. Who said that? You said that? Absolutely. Keep them hungry.
My
Got-
Pop-Tart innocent 24-year-old daughter just got taken for $22,000. I'd like to find the guy by his throat. I mean,
Yeah.
grab him and get rid of him.
I have
Put us
contacts
all out
that
of our
can do that
misery.
for you.
Do you?
Yeah, sure.
See, I knew I liked you.
So you got to keep them hungry. So I always do something from a referral from somebody that would, if I go and talk to another investor and they go like, oh yeah, this guy's done 3 rehabs for me, I've had no problems. Okay. And the first thing you do is make sure he is
Licensed and bonded.
licensed, bonded,
And
and
insured.
insured. And don't take his word for it. You're going to call the licensing board, which you can do online. Okay, you can do that online. And you want to call his bonding company and make sure that he doesn't have any outstanding bond claims or has any ever. Now, can somebody have a bond claim and still be a legitimate business person? Of course. He's got 43 claims on his bond. Next. Right, what's that?
You should be James Bond.
And then call the insurance company because they need to have what? Liability insurance. Do you have any claims on his liability insurance? Yes or no? Okay. And they might not give you any answers, but they may say that he's in good standing. That's what you want. And you want to make sure he has workman's comp. Because if he doesn't, you're going to be paying it.
But what you're saying is a legitimate businessman, not somebody with a bunch of people that are not
Not
documented
Hospi.
in the back of their truck with a wheelbarrow.
Right.
So don't
Now, my
expect
legitimate
to
guy
get-
can hire those guys.
That's fine,
but
but
that's on
don't
him.
expect to get somebody that's a legitimate businessman for the same price as you're gonna get somebody that doesn't have all, because it's expensive to run that business, I know because we have it. And it's not cheap to have all of that stuff, but you have to have it if you're gonna be a legitimate businessman. But then you have to compete with the people who don't run all of those expenses and
So you own a
costs.
contracting company.
Yes.
Okay, watch this. Watch. Okay, I do 50 houses a year. You want all 50 of them, or do you want to just put a bid on one and never get a call back?
Wow, you really drove a hard bargain there.
Is that fair?
That's,
I want a
love it.
good price, and I'm not going to ask for something that's going to put you in the poorhouse. But I'm a good job filler, in between job fillers. Do you guys know what I just said?
Yeah.
She's got to pay her guys consistently, and if she has a week where she has no work, those guys do what?
Go away.
Go away instantly. And if they're good workers, hey, I'm a good job fill, because I'll always have something going on. So, but I technically what I do, or what I did when I was doing that full time, is I actually hired you and put you on payroll, and then I had your guys on payroll.
That's a nice idea.
Yeah. So I mean, therefore, you didn't have all those expenses.
Which is really sweet.
But then I had a full-blown licensed contractor business as well, but it still wasn't in my name because we did that on what? Over here. Not a land trust, but
In the desk.
yeah. Yeah.
I'll show you some of the things that we've done.
Okay.
Do you provide incentives to contractors?
Yes.
Certain-
I like to pay bonuses versus penalties. I don't like penalties. Hey, if you don't get it done in this much of time, we're going to charge you $100 a day. Well, if you get it done this way, I'm going to give you an extra $1,000 a day, or whatever, to make the deal work. 45 days, key to key, guys. You can't. I want them to be. When I go to closing, I want to pick up the phone and say, I just closed on it. The dumpster's going to get. It's going to land. The demo crew's going to be there. They're going to gut the house in one day. Can they gut the house in one day?
You
So,
can do anything you want.
2,500 square foot house, needs the kitchen yanked out, needs the bathrooms yanked out, 2
You can demolish
bathrooms.
the house in a couple of days. It's not a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. I mean, they can take it all the way down.
Find more guys to do it.
Yeah, and I like rent-a-drunks. Well, they call them labor force people, but we know what they are.
They're drying out.
Yeah, they're drying out. I used to weld, and I lost my job. This is when I was like 18, 19 years old. And I went to one of those temp agencies, and I went on 2 jobs. The first one was just crappy, but the second one I was welding, and they hired me right out of there. So the ones that are usually there all the time usually aren't the ones that you really want working. But she's going to hire them, and she's going to deal with them. But I like rent-a-drunks because there's no liability. They carry the workman's comp, they carry everything. And when they don't work out, you call them up and say, hey, this guy needs to go. And they have a van, they come pick him up and drop another rented trunk off. And he might be a little drier than the last one.
You talking about labor rate?
Yeah. Yeah. They don't use that in the IT business, do they? Yeah. Those are not rented trunks, those are rent crackheads, right? No, I don't know. So, as far as the contractor is concerned, you just need to be careful. And if you have a contracting business, pass your card around.
Thank you, I will.
Because a good contractor will make or break you. Okay. What I've seen in Chicago lately is you don't need a license to work in the city of Chicago. Chicago is the most corrupt city I've ever been into. Because you don't have to have a license. You don't have to be bonded. You don't have to be insured. But you can pull your Prius up, unload your tools, and you're a contractor. And I watched them take $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 up front to start the job and not do a damn thing. And then say, what are you going to do about it? Sue me. Okay? And that was money they borrowed from a hard money lender to do the rehab. Yeah. So I watched like 6 deals fold in on themselves because of one contractor. And then now the contractor is suing everybody that he stole from. You got to defend it. You know, I can sue you right now. Just claim that you left your soda bottle on the counter there. And it cost me great grief and harm. And it's going to cost you $15,000 because I'm taking you to federal court.